In this video I will discuss the primary key and the foreign key. So in order to open the MySQL window, select MySQL 5.6 command line. So I'll enter the root password. So I want to maximize this window. Go to properties. So create a database first. So after creating the database, use the database. So after this, try to create a table, department. So what are the attributes of this department table? The first attributes, I take it as a department number, int primary key. The second thing I will take department name. So this is of the type varchar. The third one is department location. This also type varchar 30. So what happens? A new table is created, department. So I want to insert some values inside this department. So insert into department values. So I want to insert some department name. So what happens? The first record is inserted. So I want to insert now and one more department. This guy says electrical. So one more record is inserted. What happens if I insert the same department number? What happens if I insert the same department number? So this is showing a duplicate entry because the department number is a primary key. So this department is called as a parent. It's called as a parent. So we want to create a child table now. So this child table will refer the parent table. So the child table, name of the child table is employee. So what is the first attribute here? The first attribute is employee ID integer. I will take this as a primary key. Second one is nothing but employee name varchar 30. The third one is the department number, department ID. So here department ID is a foreign key which is going to refer to the foreign key. Department ID references department DID. So this is department D number. So we need to same attributes for using this. So foreign key is nothing but a department ID. So this department ID is going to refer the department's department number. So this acts as a foreign key. Department ID acts as a foreign key. It is going to refer to the department number. So this is how I created this particular employee table. Now I try to insert the some values here. So insert into department or say employee values. So first one is the employee ID and the employee name and the department ID. So I give the department as 100. So this is inserted. Now I want to insert some 20, the name Peter. So department ID I'll give it as a 200. So you can see this records now. So you can see the department table as well as the employee table. Now if I want to insert some other values inside the employee, so insert into employee values. So now I take this as a 30 and I will insert 300 as a department ID. So what happens? This will cause the error because the constraint failed. This is a foreign key, so we cannot insert the values that are not there in the department. So here 300 is not there. So if I want to insert 300, what happens? The error will happen because 300 is not going to be present here. Because of that the foreign key violation happens. So now if I want to insert the 300, what I should do? I should first insert into department values. So now insert 300 now. So 300, this column as a CSC. So what happens? This one more row is inserted now. Just check it out. So the one more row is inserted. You can see that in the department. So one more row is inserted now. 300 CSC West. Now I want to insert the previous value. Now it is successfully inserted. Since 300 is there in the department table, and I can easily insert the. Now just try to see this whether it is inserted or not. So 300 is inserted inside the employee table. Now if I want to delete any record, so if I want to delete the department 300, so if I want to delete the department 300, the error will happen because since 300 is referred in the child table, therefore there is a foreign key while foreign key constraint fails. Because of that, we have to delete the child record first, then we have to delete the parent record. So I want to delete now child record. So delete from, what is the child record? Employee, where department ID is 300. So first I deleted the child record, now I have to delete the parent record. Now parent record is successfully deleted. Both are deleted in this 300 is recorded, deleted in both the particular department is closed, then all the employees should be terminated, like that. So if I want to do that, I have to alter the particular table. So how to do this? So I will drop this employee table. So now again I create this one more. So what happens if I use on delete cascade? Let us try to understand this. So I try to insert some employees into the record. Suppose say I delete the 200 department from the department table. The employees should be also deleted. So in order to do that, I use on delete cascade. So let us try to delete the department 200. So department number is equal to 200. So now I deleted this department 200. Let us try to check the table. Now 200 is deleted. Other records are also deleted. So select start from. So you can see that in both the tables the values are deleted. So this is what I discussed in this video. Thanks for watching.